Snap. My bad. Forgot something right fast. Man, what's going on YouTube world? What it do, man? Lasana from Cutter Concepts, man. Man, it's 12:03. It's the next day, man. And hey, one thing that I want y'all to know about me is that, man, look, I got a wife and kids. So y'all probably gonna see me on here at the oddest times, right? They all in the bed sleep right now, man. And man, sometimes this is the only time where I have to really talk and chit chat. I can't really do it. I can't really do it during the day because I'm full blown daddy mode, full blown husband mode. So, y'all fellas, man, y'all that has a family, that got responsibilities, man, y'all know where I'm coming from. But I just want to talk about a few things today, bro. Just about making barbering great again. Make barbering great again. I feel like a lot of barbers has forgotten how great barbering really is. I feel like in this generation also, I feel like we kind of forgot how great barbering is. We think barbering just a hustle, something seasonal, right? We don't really believe that we can build a future and a legacy for our family, for our kids, for ourselves through barbering. A lot of times people think we can only do that through a corporate job or anything like that. But no, anything that you desire in life, in this physical life, you can get it through barbering. But y'all see the title, Make Barbering Great Again. Man, we gotta make barbering great again. But it starts with us. It starts with us realizing that, like with number one, like with customer service, as barbers, we're there to service the customers. I don't care how good we think we are. I don't care how talented, how long we think we've been barbering. We're there to serve. We're there to be a servant, right? When customers come in the barbershop, we shouldn't look at them like we're doing like they're doing us a favor. No, we're doing something good for them. So first of all, let's make sure that we look happy to see our customers. Let's make sure that we're excited to service them, because our customers, our clients, they're our revenue. They pay our bills. They help us to feed our children. So yeah, people praise us as being barbers, but we have to learn how to highly esteem our customers. One thing I've known with dealing with people is that, number one, people love to feel important, and people love to hear their names, right? People know when you don't know their name. Stop calling people bruh. Stop calling. If we don't forgot their name, just ask them, hey, man, what's your name again? Because people love to hear their name. Before a customer comes into the shop, especially if they're booked an appointment, their name is already in the appointment book if they booked online. Get their name down, jot it down, and greet them by their name as they come in, right? That shows that that they're not just a head or a number, but they're an actual person. So it's small things like that separates us, or that separates you from the common barber, from the everyday barber. Man, we have to be customer centric, right? We have to be customer centric. A lot of times I see is that barbers will create this whole career, our whole shop, our whole environment based off ourselves, off our wants, right? Off our likes. Your TV program is about you. The music you have on is only about you. The conversations in the shop is only about you. The hours you work, it's only about you. Oh, I gotta leave at this time. Oh, I ain't staying this late at the shop. I got them customers doing too much. I got other stuff to do, people to see. Barbers, you don't know that, man. When you cut your hours, you're creating a bottleneck, right? Because when people try to come to your shop, you ain't open. You're not there. When people try to book an appointment, you're not available. It's one thing not being available when you're booked, but it's a whole nother thing not being available when you just don't want to cut, you don't want to put the work in. And customers, they can see that when you don't put the work in as a barber. So yeah, man, remember to be customer centric. Know what the client likes, the music the client likes to listen to. Know what type of conversation the customers like to have. Because your clients, they're the heartbeat of your business. I wrote this in my book, in my ebook years ago. It says that every new customer is the future of your business. So treat them accordingly, right? You have to think of every customer like a lifetime contract. You have to make sure that when you meet this customer, this is not a one-night stand. Y'all know what a one-night stand is. You deal with somebody one time and boom, you never see them again. No, you want to make sure that you're seeing this person over and over and over again. What is it about you as a barber that you make a customer want to come to see you over and over again? Your goal when a new person walks in as a barber should be, how can I turn this customer into a client? How can I turn this client into family? It should be a pipeline like that. It should always be some kind of a pipeline, because at first they're a customer, but for you to make them a client, you have to separate yourself from about 90% of barbers. Look, remember their name. Find out their pain points. If they have a receding hairline, make sure you know exactly how they want their hairline, right? Maybe they don't want it too sharp. Maybe they want you to take it easy on the edges. Whatever the case may be, maybe you have to lay their hair down a little bit, right? But always know their pain points, right? So know their name, know their pain points, ask them how they found you, right? Ask them about their do's and don'ts in the chair. You have to ask your clients things like this. Man, I can't even see the chat, man. I got this thing blocked. I can't answer. I'm going to have to go back and look at it. Let me see. And me personally, I'd be genuinely happy to see my clients. One thing I make sure I do, and I'm intentional with, when I have a client or existing client or a new client that comes into the barbershop, one thing that I make sure I do every single time when I see them, I do this probably 8 out of 10 because I want to make sure it's genuine. One thing I do is I compliment them as soon as they come in. Hey, what's up, boy? Boy, I like them shoes right there, boy. Oh yeah, they're on fire right there, man. You know, look, we really get down in the shop, man. You know, I move the jeans, you know, look at the shoe, man. Them fire shoes right there, man. What size them is? What size them is? But, you know, compliments like that, man, is good for the morale of the shop. It's good for the vibe of the shop. And it makes people really feel important. I don't care how tough somebody may think they is. They want to be important. And you as the barber, you have to set the atmosphere of the shop. You have to set the tempo and the thermostat. Once you start to be customer centric, you will start to retain more customers, right? Don't get so caught up with how many clients are coming in to the point to where you start to slack on your existing clients. You know, we can't do that. We have to treat every single client the same, every single customer the same. I don't even like calling my clients clients. If I'm referring to them or talking to somebody else, I can't stand referring to my clients as customers, right? I really say my brother, and I'm cutting my brother right now, man. I'm gonna call you back. You know, I'm cutting my sister right now. I'm gonna call you back, whatever the case is. You know, because it's really like family in the shop. So, but yeah, barbers, be customer centric if you want to grow your business, and also love what you're doing. You have to love what you're doing, because if you don't love what you're doing, it's gonna seep out through your skin, right? Clients are gonna see it. They're gonna see that your enthusiasm ain't the same no more. It's gonna show in your work. It's gonna show in the things you do. It's gonna show in your conversation. You're always gonna look for a way out, right? If you don't love what you're doing, you're not gonna build this business up. You're not gonna have a vision. Your vision is gonna be blurry because the only thing you're gonna see is you trying to get a way out. So love what you do. When you love what you do, you won't mind staying in a little bit late. You won't mind servicing that last customer that walked in last minute when you know you're ready to go home. You will service him because I don't know how many times that I service a last minute client. And number one, they pay good, and number two, they turn into a lifelong client. There's customers that came into the shop, I cut them last minute. Other barbers ain't want to cut them. I've been cutting them for 5 years, right? There's been clients to where other barbers passed them up. I don't know, man. Other barbers be tripping. And I've cut them. And I've been cutting them ever since. And that's been 9 years now. 8-9 years now. Because I'm thinking about certain people in my head. But yeah, that's what it's all about. Love what you do. Be customer centric. And treat every person that walks into your shop that sits in your chair like an actual human being. That's how you make barbering great again. Hey, man, y'all got to forgive me, man, because every time I get on here, I'm trying to get better at speaking, getting better at talking, getting better at just talking at the screen, right? So I'm about to get off. I'm about to tap out right now. But I'm a link up with y'all later. All right, y'all be good, YouTube. Peace.